the radio voice of Washington Township Schools, WJEL Indianapolis.
Hello and welcome to WJEL. This is your proud superintendent, Dr. Woodson, and I am pleased to be in the studios this morning. First off, I cannot proceed forward without taking a pause to thank everyone in the community for their support of the Washington Township Schools Foundation Bash. They give millions back to help teaching and learning in our classrooms, and we appreciate everyone who came out to support them this past weekend. We also just received word hot off the press yesterday that Washington Township is being recognized as a district of distinction by the administrative magazine, and we have complete details on our website, and of course you can check our social networking for complete details as well. But just another accolade for our list of honors for all the hard work being done in classrooms across the entire district. We also have the season of performances coming up in Washington Township, and we have a special group in the studio as my special guest today, but I do want to highlight some coming up from around the district. The North Central bands, orchestra, and choirs will be busy in this upcoming performance season. We have the North Central Symphonic Winds on November 17th. My favorite entry into the holiday season, the King's Court Magical Dinner. It's a great way to start the holiday season. Will be taking place on December 5th and 6th, and I will be in attendance. There's many things going on in the district, but today we're going to focus on something that's happening this week here at North Central High School, and it is the performance of the Drowsy Chaperone. We have Mr. Shewell from North Central High School as well as members of the cast. I would love for you to introduce yourselves by telling us your name and role with this production, and then maybe one word that describes this production coming up this week. We'll start.
All right, so I'm Mr. Shewell, the director, and I don't know if there is a single word that might describe this entire production. I've described it to other people in a short, brief sentence. The best way to put it, I said it's Guys and Dolls meets Spam-A-Lot, all being narrated by the two old grumpy men from The Muppets.
Fabulous, fabulous description. Fabulous, love it.
I'm Matt Conwell, and my role in the show is man in chair, and I am the grumpy old man.
Any description?
Description of the show? Oh, yes.
One word.
What would I say?
Or many.
Just fun. It's just fun.
Okay.
I'm Annie Kruger, and I play Janet Vandegraff. And a word, jolly.
Jolly, fun and jolly, okay?
I'm Hope Finnig, and I play the Drowsy Chaperone, and I would have to say fabulous.
Fabulous. All right, some interesting descriptor words. I have not personally seen a production of the Drowsy Chaperone, so I am very excited to see it, but we did get a glimpse as you performed Saturday night at the Bash for the Washington Township Schools Foundation, and it was upbeat, it was fun, it was jolly, it was a lot of fun. So talk to us first about the number of students who create this production from North Central High School.
Well, it's huge. We always have a large group. We try to include as many people as we can in the musical. It's such a large production. This year, there's 133 students who are working on the production in some aspects. So that's actors, that's the cast and crew who are backstage preparing costumes, building sets, running the lights, running the sound, etc., to the student orchestra pit who plays all the live music for us. So it's a huge group of kids involved.
And when did this process start to create this production we're going to see under the big lights this week?
Well, we started rehearsals September the 15th. We began doing all the prep work, meaning the planning and the designing of the show back in April and March when we started picking this selection and started working on the production. So we spent a long time on this show. Well, we spent a long time on the musical. It's such a huge production.
It is.
That we put a lot of effort into it.
You know, every time I come to a production at North Central High School, I am amazed that these are students in high school putting on these productions. And not just from those who we see on stage, but like you described, the music that we're hearing, the behind the scenes, the set preparation, the costuming.
Well, they're specifically really good this time. The orchestra sounds amazing.
Outstanding.
They've done a marvelous job. And it's a kind of a tough music stuff. There's a lot of little intricate things that happen. It's just beautiful. And the tech on this show, they've worked their butts off because it's going to be pretty amazing when they see this thing work the way it's supposed to.
So from your memories and putting this whole thing together, of course it's going to be under the big lights this week. It'll look perfect, but it takes a lot of work to get there. Talk to us a little bit about some of the preparation, how you've come into your role, and what you're excited about come this week.
Go ahead.
They're fighting over who gets to talk first.
Go.
Well, I know that this show for me was really, really daunting because I don't sing a lot in the show, but I have like millions of lines.
I see.
And so it was really, really, again, daunting because I was like, am I going to memorize them all? I'm going to forget whole monologues on stage.
We're still hoping you get them memorized, actually.
we are still hoping that.
What is that process, though, for someone who's never done theater? How do you get your hands around a script?
I have a lot of experience in theater, so I know that I have my ways.
Talk to us about some of the other things you've done.
So one of the things that I like to do that I learned from Joey Mervis, who's in the show also, is to record yourself doing all the lines, and then you just listen to that.
I see.
And it's really easy for me to memorize when I'm listening. I'm a really auditory learner, so
Very nice.
that was one way that really helped me.
Very nice.
Well, this is my third musical at North Central. It's my last one.
Great. What were your other two?
Into the Woods, I was Rapunzel,
That's
and
fantastic.
then last year in Seussical, I was
Yes.
Maisie, the big red bird, as I like to call it. And it's just been a really great experience. I love these really big ensemble shows because you get to meet a whole group of new talented people that you had no idea were like so good at what they do. And we have, for example, we have a cast of 8 dancers who are just fabulous dancers, who most of them I didn't even know
Nice.
were that talented. So it's really cool. And the show is just a really fun show, and it's very different. Like, we all, me and not Matt, but we all play 2 characters. We play our characters in the Drowsy Chaperone.
Very interesting.
And we play the actors playing those characters. So
see.
it's a really cool thing to grasp, and it's just been a really, really fun experience.
Good.
Well, this experience for me has been definitely a new one because this is my first year. I've been in the musical the past 2 years with Hope and Matt, but this is the first year that I've had a line in the musical. And so
Very exciting.
it's very
I'll look for it.
exciting.
A little more than a line in this one.
I have a couple lines in this one.
Couple songs.
Few songs.
It's not a big deal. But so for me, I was very intimidated when I first got this part because
Sure.
I had never done anything like it before. So I've just been trying to stay calm, and it's a whole new experience for me, and I'm envious of these people because they've done it so many times before.
Well, clear your throats for me for a minute. What I'd love to have done for the listeners out there who are like myself, who've never seen a production of The Drowsy Chaperone, I would love to have you sing a portion of something that your director chooses
Oh no.
Okay.
live on air. They had no idea. The students had no idea that I was going to ask this, so they have not prepared. They did get a chance to clear their throats, but that's about it.
All right, so to give you a little plot quickly, the whole show sort of revolves around this guy listening to his records, and he decides to listen to his favorite show, which happens to be The Drowsy Chaperone. And as he puts his record on, we get to see, sort of through his mind, the show come alive on stage. And his little tiny apartment sort of turns into all the spaces that this entire show should take place. And so we sort of see these things grow around you. And so like Hope had said, the characters are both, we get commentation from the man in chair. So he tells us about the actors who are playing these parts. So that's why the actors are playing a part, who is then playing another part.
I see.
And we learn a lot about him through his sarcastic and witty commentary from man in chair. So Hope here, I think, will be the one singing, since she is the Drowsy Chaperone. And I would say Stumble Along is the best one for you, perhaps. In this part of the show, if you will, she's giving sort of a rousing anthem to the troops, trying to cheer them up and make them go on. Well, sort of. The whole show is very satirical and comedic, and nothing's very serious.
Gotcha.
So you just have to have fun with it.
All right.
Okay. This is As We Stumble Along. As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to do. Still we bumble our way through life's crazy labyrinth, barely knowing left from right, nor right from wrong. And the best that we can do is hope our bluebird will sing his song as we stumble along.
Outstanding, live and on the spot. It doesn't get better preparation than that. In front of the superintendent, nonetheless. Outstanding, very nice job. So for those who are now, curiosity is piqued, they've heard the amazing talent that's going to be on the stage, and they want to attend, what do they need to do?
Well, this year it's great because they can actually buy their tickets online using a credit or debit card, and they can even pick the seats that they want to sit at.
Wow.
They go to
very nice.
northcentraltheater.us, and we're clever. We spell theater with the R-E at the end of it.
Okay.
And there's a link there. They can go and buy their tickets right on the site, pick any seat they want in the entire space.
Nice.
They'll email the tickets to them, and they print them and just bring them to the
What
show.
are the show times and dates?
So it's this weekend, Friday night at 7 p.m., and then there's 2 showings on Saturday the 15th. One is at 2:30, and one is at 7 p.m.
Great. And if they don't have access to internet, what are their options?
They can come and get tickets at the door.
Great. Well, this is very exciting. I will actually be at your rehearsal, and I hope to attend the Saturday matinee performance. I've got to work a couple of other work functions out, but hope to do that. But will definitely be there for your dress rehearsal. And I'm very excited about it. I'm proud of each of you and the entire cast. I really appreciate, as superintendent, what you've said, not just about the experience as a thespian, but also your ability to get to know other people at a very, very large high school, an outstanding but large high school. So I appreciate everyone's time today. You got to skip a little bit of class. Yeah, was that kind of fun? But thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you under the big lights. Congratulations. Thanks again to the Washington Township community. We do have Thanksgiving break coming up. The entire week of Thanksgiving, schools will be closed so that students can enjoy that time of year with their families. We also have a parent council meeting scheduled for next week, November 19th. All of the dates for the rest of the year can be found on our website, as well as up-to-date information regarding all schools across the entire district. Again, thanks so much for listening in. I hope to come back to you next month. If you have ideas, feel free to email me. It's your proud superintendent of schools, Dr. Woodson, signing off.